Good morning, good morning, good morning to all my healing angels, my beautiful souls. What's up with you? This is Empress J, the Healing Oracle, and I'm back at you with for another day and with another message. You already know what it do, right? So let's just dig right in. So it's early in the morning. I hope that you woke up today feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like just your natural self, like just who you need to be, like literally not having to fake it, not having to, do nothing to change that vibe that you bring when you walk in the door, right? Okay. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I hope that you're feeling good today because that's what it's all about. No matter what the situation, the circumstance, feel good about it. Feel good about it. Even if it's not the greatest situation, feel good about it because that's the only way you're going to get through it, right? You feeling down about everything. Oh, me, oh, my life. You ain't going to get nothing else but that same old stuff over and over. But when you start to think of more, when you start to think of a way out, right? You may not even know how you're going to get to that way, but you start to open up your mind for a pathway to something else. That's when you take that first step and God takes 5 to 10 more to you, right? Because it's all about what you're willing to do to get to your goal, which is the greatest life, you being your greatest self and giving God, your higher power, whatever you believe in, all the glory so your life could be wonderful and glorious, right? Boom. Along that journey, on this path, you're going to have to give up everything that's not bolted down. You know, in a hurricane, in a tornado, when it comes through, it wipes everything out. But there are things that last. The foundation, if the foundation is strong, then it will not be broken. But everything else that's not bolted down or meant to stay will have to go. Somebody asked me yesterday, what is the cost of what I have to give to get to my goal, to be my greatest, to be this person I'm supposed to be? What's the cost? Is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. What's the cost? Everything. Everything that no longer serves you anymore, that cannot go with you. It's not bolted down. It's not part of the foundation. It must go, and you better be okay with it. Parts of yourself, people, places, things that you thought was supposed to be there forever, things that you identified as, being a part of you, which you held on to because it made you feel comfortable. You got to get uncomfortable to get right with God and with yourself, and to get to your greatest purpose. You got to get very uncomfortable. It's going to need you to step outside of all of those damn things that you're afraid of. You have to rebuke the fear inside of you. You have to break down the walls of the box that you was put inside by society, by your family, by your own thoughts, the boundaries that we place inside our mind based off of the things that we see and we learn from other people. We put ourselves in a box, and we let other people's ideas of what we should do and be really like solidify that box within ourselves until you no longer can live in that box. Your spirit and your soul is meant to be free, and it's always going to be doing its best to seek higher knowledge, even if you don't want it. And when you no longer feel like when you feel like you can't step outside that box, that's like if God say, it's time, I need you to wake up now, I need, your job's waiting for you, it's time for you to get up. Everything must go, everything, and you're going to lose everything. I promise it's all worth it. But while you're going through it, it doesn't feel like it is. But that's when you have to have so much faith. You have to have, how they say faith the size of, mountains or whatever. I mean, faith beyond yourself. Like just putting it all, placing everything that you have inside of you into this winning, into becoming your best. And I'm going to always talk about that because part of my mission is to tell you, all of us, about being your best self, right? Putting your best foot forward, even when you don't want to, even when it feels so damn difficult. You just want to go with the flow of what other people are doing, right? But that flow is not the flow that's for you. You have to follow the flow, the current that God has placed inside of you and put in front of you. And when we go like against our current, that's when we lose things. That's when God shakes up our life. That's when the hurricane come through. That's when the tornado breaks everything up. And you got to be okay with that, because there's a calm after the storm. There's peace after the storm. You clean up the rubble. You get rid of whatever no longer, can be used, and you find a way to keep going with the strength and the courage of knowing what you've been through, the courage to know that you can get through anything, right? If it had to go, then it had to go. What did I learn from that? What did that give me? Because everything gives you something. Everyone teaches you something. It's your job. You're part of your purpose. All of our purposes are to learn from each other, from circumstances, from situations, from life. I could learn from your life. You can learn from my life. I could become better because of something you may say to me about something I may not even go through yet, but later on it'll pop back up like, oh, so and so said blah, 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 blah. Boom, help me. That was part of your purpose to give me that knowledge. It was from God, right? When we do not do the work, when we do not want to let things go, when we hold on to people that ain't supposed to be there, that's your life gets harder. That's when you got all these like things going on inside and it feels dark because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Are you paying attention? Are you watching pattern? What's your pattern? Are you trying to break it so you can get a new one? And then no age, no circumstance, no situation in life, no platform. There's nothing that holds you back from change but yourself, and fearing it, being scared to lose people, being scared to lose anything. I'd be more afraid to lose myself than I am afraid to lose a person or a thing or a material. So I guess my message today, no matter what path you're on, no matter what path you are on, don't be afraid to lose anything that's not serving you, because it's not a loss. It's a removal so that you can move forward. Watch how light you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really embrace change and embrace being able to walk in your purpose and know when someone has to go, or when you can no longer be a certain way, think a certain way, and allow yourself to be elevated without the need to hold on to anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, um, or like you can't grow or whatever. Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that's sent to you from above, because you're given a roadmap. It's inside of you. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to when your spirit is interrupted by other people's presence, or just continual situations that no longer can grow. Learn to let it go. LIG it all. If it's not for you, you will know if you're paying attention. Pay attention. It's time. It's time. And you're going to get to everything that's for you. But you got to let go of the things that can't come with you and break outside of fear's box. Do not allow yourself to stay in it anymore. I don't care how cemented down it is, bolted down it is, metal. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are in metal boxes. Like, them motherfuckers are steel. They're hard. It's hard to break through that, but you can. I promise you can, with a whole lot of prayer. A whole lot of prayer, and a whole lot of positivity, and a whole lot of understanding that no matter how far you're into the rabbit hole, how deep you are in your darkness, you can come out, because with darkness there's light, with light there's darkness. There's duality in everything. Okay, so no matter how bad your situation is, baby, you pray through that. You gonna get through it, and you gonna be okay. And I'm gonna be here. okay? And I want you to tell me what you're going through, how you got through something. Like let's talk about it, because that's what life's about. Let's talk about experiences and how we got better, how we overcame things. When we sit in our pain, in the things we've been through, then we can't grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what God wants from us. Break outside that fear, break outside that pain, break outside of all that anger, and become free, okay? So you can listen, so you can do your job. That's the goal. But I'm Empress J, the Healing Oracle. I love you. Have a beautiful Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up, stay positive, pray it out, talk it out. Find somebody to speak to, or speak to your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your Orishas, God, Allah, Jah, whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending you much love, positivity, and just healing energy. Okay. Until we speak again, I'm Empress J. Later.